Hey, World Lit classes. I'm sorry I messed up on the video. I don't know what I did, but it didn't record, and nor did I just didn't do it right for some reason. I did it right on the other ones. So I'm going to I'll make it right by you. I'll give you a chance to correct your vocab and quiz and this sort of thing. And then I'll do vocab 2 tomorrow night. Um, really sorry about that. I don't know what I did. I did the other ones right, so I don't know. I must have been not really concentrating. I'm looking at these words for lesson 1, and I'm like, okay, is it going to be harder for you to work with words that are very similar, or is it going to be problematic because there are 20 of them? Sometimes it's easier to work with words that are way different, you know. This could be challenging, a little more challenging than what I thought, and I'm not sure how much experience you have with prefixes and suffixes. Um, the base word scribe, that's easy enough with the writing, and you think of the script, or even scribe, a person who writes things down. Homer had a scribe because the author of the Iliad, you know who I'm talking about, not Homer Simpson. Homer, the poet who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey, he had a scribe, somebody to write things down for him. Um, and did you know he was blind? Think about that. That's amazing. How he could see things maybe in his mind, I guess, even though he couldn't see them out in the world there. But anyway, that's easy to think about. But then you have to kind of be familiar with other prefixes and suffixes. So I thought I'd give you kind of a rundown on those, and maybe that would help you. Um, First of all, any ABLE or IBLE ending is going to be an adjective. That's an adjective suffix. So that word has to be connected with um, uh, a definition that starts with like uh, characteristics, or uh, shows characteristics of something or another. Um, those are adjectives. Um, Demonstrates qualities of, or um, well, those are the way adjective definitions begin. Verb definitions always begin with the word to blank, all right, to tell, to convey, to write, okay? Those are verb definitions. And noun definitions typically begin with an article. To review what an article is, there are three: a, and the. Those are all noun, or those are all articles, and those we associate with noun definitions. So, what about, how do we know if the word's a noun? Well, on this particular list, one of the big clues is the ION ending. ION or TION, that is always going to be a noun. Okay? Another way to tell is if it's plural. If the word is plural, it's a noun. Okay? You can't pluralize verbs. Mr. Hollenbeck walking around back there. The majority of these are verbs. If I look down, if it ends with a T, like a manuscript or postscript, that's our noun. All right, those are going to be nouns. Okay, if they end in an E, like ascribe, circumscribe, Nike, those are those are verbs. All right, so their definition is going to begin with to. Now let me try to give you some typical prefixes and what they mean. All right. I'm looking at the word circumscribe. Okay. Circum, that prefix, that means to go around. All right. Like circumnavigate the globe, go around the globe. Okay. Circumference of a circle, that's around. All right. So you get the idea with that one. Inscribe, that means we're going to put something like engrave it, to put it into something so we could see it. All right, so it stays there. So if you have an inscription that's written in some way that it's going to stay there, it's going to be like engraved or something. Okay. Postscript, post means after. Like if you have a post-operation or post-op appointment, that means after the surgery. Okay? Post is after. Pre is before. So I'm looking at prescription. Pre means before, written before. It's something that's written before you get the medicine, right? Okay. Let's see. Pro is before, okay? And sub means under, like a submarine. Sub means under. Subway, it's traveling underground, okay? And trans means like move by or through different means. Okay, if I transcribe, that means I'm writing it. I'm providing information in another way. I'm translating it or transferring it. I'm just putting it in another way, moving it into another format. Okay. I think that's all of the prefixes. All right. Like I said, I'll do right by you. I'll let you probably correct. All right. So that because this was my bad, and I'll get the other video up. The other video is it has a base word to a Latin base word. So and those words are a lot more different from each other than script, that base word. These words were all very close. I think understanding the difference between noun and verb will help you quite a bit. Okay. Let's see. Let's try and see how this works. And then if we have to cut the list down a little bit, we can do that. All right. Let's just see how it works. Okay. And yeah. That's good. I'm going to post this right away. Once again, my apologies. And I'll see you tomorrow.